Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the World War II in the Pacific early September turn. Alright, so we are in the midst of the opening turns of our invasion of Burma. Things are looking desperate on the island of Borneo. Things are going well against China. So we got armored flight decks, but as we just discovered last turn, I somehow oversaw the fact that we need to get mechanical bomb sites to unlock all three of these upgraded planes. Training tank. And in order to get mechanical bomb sites, we actually need to research the prerequisite of basic computers. So basic computers will be next, followed by mechanical bomb sites. It is what it is. I would like to say I could make a laboratory in Tokyo, because that's our science city, but I don't know if, well, I don't know, if we could spare the hammers for that. 300 hammers? Maybe we can. I don't know, we'll see. Anyways, what is on, what have we dealt with? So I think this all happened. Yeah. Okay, so we lost a couple of these islands, cities that were not defended really in the first place. What was this? So this was late August. So I don't think too much happened. Some dogfighting went down. We got shot down, unfortunately. We lost a Claude. But the Claude is a strength 7 unit. Not the best anyway. So we bit of dogfighting. Yeah, we lost our tank here. We lost some plane dogfighting. We traded some damage. We lost this island, or excuse me, this city. Yeah, this poor paratrooper. I had a submarine sitting here, unfortunately. They are just go running amok, apparently. Do I have? I don't think I have planes nearby that can potentially hit these transports. So they took that city, they gave it back to the Dutch. So we lost 3 cities this turn, but to be fair, they were not really defended. This guy had 1 tank in it, so they killed a tank. Just trading some more damage here. Blah, blah, blah. We lost another Nate. Yeah, so these Nates are just not cutting it anymore. And of course, they bombed our oil well, which we are desperately... I think if we could just get like another worker or 2 on this oil well, we could just rebuild it every turn, and we could potentially never run out of oil, which would actually be funny to consider. Great spot. Few ships here. They're coming up to take this city. Alright, so yeah, boom, boom. Chinese here, and random Chinese communists here. Okay. That's it for this, for the enemy movements. As we saw, we are trying to push into Burma here. I think I should be giving these guys pinch. You combat 3. Well, so the U.S. Marine here, strength 28. That's quite powerful. But of course, we do have several artillery units here. So let's blast them. So that took them down from 28 to 17. So I think we can keep on inflicting pretty high casualties. I'd like to kill that Marine. He must have been airdropped in. But meanwhile, over here, we just brought in some artillery, and we're trying to hit this city. So let's do that now. Alright. So we took out their defenses, and we even hit some of their units a little bit. So if we have bombers in the sky, which we have bombers nearby, I wonder if they have planes. We can probably... So we're already looking at 71% odds. We can definitely do some damage. So... I know we have plenty of bombers here. I think we even move some more here. No planes here. I wonder if they have planes. I'm just going to go for it. I don't want to waste turns doing recon. Maybe this is a mistake, but I'm just going to go for a bombing run. Good. So it looks like they do not have fighters over the city of Kunming. So we're going to hit this city. Boom. So we're dealing a lot of damage here with our bombers. Now we're looking at 87. But of course they have a lot of infantry here, so we're going to just be able to inflict massive casualties, and that's what we're going to do. Even if we don't end up taking the city. Yeah. So where do we have any more bombers in the area? I believe we do. Well, here's one. I don't think we need to have bombers bomb any other cities in the Chinese front. I do not trust myself to bomb this city because they do have fighters here, and I believe they do have coverage over Kentum. However, Kunming is wide open, so we're going to keep on just having all our bombers hit Kunming and just obliterate. It's not only Chinese here; it's actually the British have a decent amount of infantry here as well. So the British are definitely taking a beating. Alright. Here's another bomber. You guessed it. Well, I do... I don't have a... Oh, I have one medic here. But I did say before, I don't necessarily want to pull back and heal. But I do have more reinforcements coming up. So I think I'll move here so we can have at least have the artillery hit Chengdu while the infantry is healing. So let's move here. Yeah, they don't have a lot there. They have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Chinese infantry. And of course, we did a couple turns ago just take out a lot of Chinese forces here. So I'll hit them for a couple turns with the artillery while this infantry's coming up and we're healing. Send you back here. Send the cavalry back. Maybe in another, because I don't want to pay upkeep on these units in enemy territory. So maybe I'll take a couple of turns to hit their... Well, there's not a lot of people here. Maybe next turn I'll move up my tanks and cavalry here onto this town so that we can come attack Chengdu. In the meantime, yes, let's get this bomber over here to Kunming. Ooh, we're dealing a lot of damage. We have all these random bombers everywhere, so it works for me. I think we basically have every one of our bombers over here. So I do not want to see a single casualty as we're taking this city. 88%. Is that the infantry? That's the tanks. The tanks are... So if we... Wait, who has the 88? Oh, these Marines. Wait, who? Who has 88.4? It's not these tanks. It's not these Marines. It's not these infantry. Oh, it is these infantry. Okay. Anyways, a couple more bombers here. I'm almost certain that they have fighters here. At least they did the previous turn. We have a lot of reinforcements coming. We have fresh infantry coming up. So I think we're just gonna have to not take this city this turn, which is fine because we're still inflicting a lot of casualties on the British, taking out a lot of infantry. So let me do this one because I think this will be better for us. All right. Where are those bombers? Well, I do have a dive bomber, just to make sure. Yep, okay, so the Hawker with the range of 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, yep, so this city's unfortunately off limits. All these infantry are still coming up. They are drafting. They are taking advantage of the draft. They are running that Civic. I do not have that Civic. I'm the only one actually not running... what is it? I'm the only one running standing army rather than drafted army, so it gives me more free units and more XP. So it's, I don't know. I'd rather have more highly trained, you know, airplanes and ships rather than more quantity of drafted soldiers, but I don't know. That's a calculation. Not to mention 54 free units. That's helping our economy. Yeah. Anyways. A lot of people here. Alright. We're just bombing the hell out of Kunming here. Couple of artillery here, yeah. Yes, I kind of feel bad about sending every single bombing run over Kunming that we have available, but I think yeah, he has minus attack versus water units, so I'm not really thrilled to have him over there. Because the sooner we can like take Kunming, have this army heal up and advance into Burma, the sooner we can secure this oil. So I want to leave this army as intact as possible. That's also my consideration. I don't want them to take. I want them to take as little damage as possible. Believe that's probably all my bombers. It better be. We've trained so many. This is obnoxious, but it's not a problem. Alright. So what are we looking at now? 85%. 91%. Let's just start attacking. Because remember, I think, let me double check, not this medic. And, well, I guess not these few infantry as well. But all these other infantry have the amphibious promotions, so I don't need to worry about attacking across the river. So. 77. Let's look at the Marines. 87. So how many more? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 more units. We can take this city. Let's send in the Marines. Well, one casualty out of all those is honestly not the end of the world. What about these groups of infantry that do not have amphibious, but we're still looking at 87. Of course, I could have my tanks come here, and I'm not keen on sending them here, though, because there's not a road tile, and like I said, I'm trying to get the momentum moving as fast as possible. So I think I would like to keep my tanks fully healed, if I can help it. Okay, yeah, I'm going to send in the infantry here. Alright, well, I am not here to complain. I lost one unit and we inflicted I don't know how many casualties. Of course, with all those bombing runs, I would have hoped that that would be the case. So the Chinese lost cultural control over a lot of tiles over here. Basically, South China is basically outside of their control completely now. Of course, they still have some random Chinese infantry, but I bet the AI is not going to be too clever with them. They're probably going to start retreating them back to their territory. So I have 2 tanks here. Guy in a fort here. We are sitting on a forest tile here, so I'm not really worried about counterattack here, but potentially here. Well, I got infantry here we can reinforce. But with these tanks, I'm going to send them here, and I'm just going to take out these infantry, or artillery, excuse me. Let's send them next. So you're a little bit hurt, but overall, not a big problem. Yes, okay, we are just obliterating the Chinese here. And not just the Chinese, but of course there was a decent amount of British infantry in that city as well. So we're definitely putting the hurting onto the British land power, which we've been needing to do for a minute now, so I'm glad we're able to do that. Yeah, we're going to set this to 0 to interception. Our zeros, thankfully, still have the edge, especially this guy with combat 4, so you're going to intercept. All right. This is out of range, yeah. I'm gonna... So, okay. Yeah, we're making a railroad along here. Let me turn on this icon so I keep an eye on where these infantry are. Yeah, I guess these workers are safe here. I was doing that to protect them in the previous turn. But, yeah, so I have my cavalry here. I'll keep these two guys here to heal. And, all these cavalry and these two Japanese infantry, I think we're going to move up to the city of Kunming to help hold that city. I'm not about to attack this guy on a fort on a hill, or this guy. Or this guy, really. I'm just going to wait for them to hopefully leave. But if they stay there another turn, I'll probably bomb them with bombers or whatever. Okay, I think that's the only combat I'm gonna push onto this city, because I wanted to take out that old breed division because he was a strength 28. That's like their strongest unit. But these guys, 72%. They have, let me count, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 infantry here. We only have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 guys, and this guy is really hurt. Yeah, it's not a wise move for me to move in to this city, because I don't know about a potential counterattack either. I have one garrison defended. So as I said before, the plan is still going to be to just, yeah, push forward here. And this city should almost certainly fall next turn. We do have a medic here, so we can take this opportunity to heal a little bit. This garrison, yep, come over. This marine, yep, gonna send you on over here. I'll give you, why do you only have 1 promotion? I must have trained you in a city that didn't have a barracks or something. I'll give you gun. Okay, so things, I was really pleased with how things have developed so far here in, China. I'll tell you what, do I dare? What's the deal over here? I don't think I have another dive bomber. Or someone that can do a, another recon mission. I should have saved 1 bomber to do a recon mission over here, shouldn't I? I don't think, well, you're, yeah, you don't have the range. This Nate. Yeah, these Nates just have pretty lackluster range. This Claude as well. And these guys are strength 7 8, so they're kind of like obsolete. I'll keep you on interception just to protect these forces I got here. Right, so I want to move these tanks into position. I'm gonna take a bet and say that British don't have a big stack here that can come attack my tanks here, because they're probably funneling all their reinforcements into Chungking here. So I'm gonna move these 2 tanks right here, so they are within striking distance of Chungking, just to make sure and to link up with this big force here. So to be absolutely certain that this city does fall next turn. Skip a turn. We have no oil again. Okay, yeah, let's come over here. Okay, they built a railroad. 2 turns on the oil well, so we're gonna have 1 turn without oil. Yeah, I need to get another couple workers here. I think I need 6 workers to make the oil well, because normally it takes 6 turns. So if I get 6 workers, I can get done in 1 turn. So that would be funny if they just blow it up every turn. I'm just going to go ahead and pillage this village because they're hitting me. Can we dare? I think we have 2 dive bombers here. I don't know if the Americans have a ton of planes that I can even utilize my dive bombers against. So maybe I'll just try and see if I can sink these guys here. Okay, we sunk the HMS Cape Town. Okay, that makes me feel pretty good. And we were intercepted, but not shot down, but we took a beating, 80% damage. Hey, if we're going to take 80% damage, but we sunk a cruiser, that is a trade I am happy to make. Meanwhile, let's get you... Well... Yeah, obviously they're still... So I guess that first plane that sunk that cruiser... I have an evade interception chance at 20%. So I guess that 20% came through. Yeah, there's just too much air superiority on the Allies' side to really utilize this aircraft carrier. So I'm going to continue with my original plan of sending you over to link up with the Pacific Fleet. I'll send you right here. Yeah, this is... I know they have a ton of transports in the area, so I'm unfortunately kind of just waiting for them to attack me. There's not a lot I can do at this point. He's strength 28. That's a strong infantry division. My tank is strength 26, and he's 28. Ouch. Yeah, they're going to take this city. Not a lot I can do. Yeah, that's not smart either. I'd rather have this tank heal for this turn, I think. He has city attack, I just realized. Maybe next turn when he gets healed up, maybe I'll make a move and maybe take out that guy with this artillery. But for this turn, you're going to heal. Yeah, Guerrilla 2. So we're safe in this city. Yeah, actually, let's go ahead and build culture here, because we don't have culture by default. And I want to spread to cover all these lucrative towns right outside my boundaries here, so we can work those tiles. I do need to make sure they're happy. Are there buildings I can make for happiness? Foundry. That's an expensive building. I'll worry about that later. In the meantime, I'll skip your turn one more time, just because there's enough in the area. That's kind of making me... Well... Send these guys here. This guy, I will send... Oh, I gotta send you to Burma. We gotta go all hands on deck on Burma. So let's come on over here. I believe the Chinese still have a pretty decent force over here in middle China somewhere, I think, among these 3 cities. So I'm reluctant to really send these guys out. These infantry. The tanks I'll be sending out next turn. Anyways, yeah, skip your turn. Yeah, skip your turn. Okay, the cavalry. Yeah, all these forces I want to just have you hold. You had 2 guys with full health here on this forest tile, so we're safe from counterattack from these Chinese infantry. These guys... You know what? Maybe I'll have the cavalry strength 15. So when I'm going against infantry that's strength 12 with city defense 2, you know, we're looking, I mean, not bad odds. What we really need is more artillery here, because we don't have air superiority. Yeah, honestly, I'm going to just move my cavalry up with these tanks. I think that's the play here. These guys will sit here in the city. This flak, I got to keep the flak on this stack because I hope I don't suffer a bombing raid here because I don't want to lose any of this infantry from collateral damage. Okay, finally to the Pacific Fleet here. We are... I remember I did a couple of recon missions on Pearl Harbor and Hilo, and I think they had like 1 or maybe 2 ships here. They don't have a fleet here, essentially. What's the deal? We have 2 transports, so we could potentially take both of these cities, Johnston and Palmyra. We also have another transport coming up. Where are you? Let's go ahead and move this guy as well. He has a garrison on board. We're going to flip him out here. Oh, just enough. So we're going to drop this garrison, and we're going to pick up this. There we go. Yeah, just to be certain, do our recon missions. Okay. So here we got our dive bombers. So the thing is, this fleet is really only good for, at the moment, further taking on the American fleet. We could land in Pearl Harbor, but as we saw, they have way too many ground forces in Pearl Harbor. Not so much in Hilo. I think they only have like 3 or 4 people in Hilo. But so I think we're going to go ahead and make a landing on Johnston Island and Palmyra. So we're going to split up, which may or may not be wise, but we're going to do that. So these guys have range 14. I want to use the lower range dive bombers and do a bit of recon. Ooh, there's a submarine. So we can sink that with the destroyer when we go over there. I wonder if they eyed my fleet. It's possible. This submarine isn't too far away from my fleet, so it is possible he eyed me. I wonder if there's even anything he can do about that. So, right. So this carrier. Yeah, so and then there's 2 abandoned American artillery units in Canton Island. All right. Here's what we're gonna do. These guys have a range of 14. I don't know if we should split up. Where's this other guy? How far can you reach next turn? Can you reach? You cannot reach the Johnson. Okay. What about Midway? Johnson's honestly a lot closer to Pearl Harbor than Midway. What to do? Let me ponder this for a second. Let me do my other turns because don't know what to do here. Well, I'll tell you what. Where's my destroyer? Let's have this destroyer. Okay. So if we get you 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 tiles closer to Pearl Harbor, we can do a recon mission. So let's do just that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. As I suspected. a bunch of flak, so we're not about to start bombing Pearl Harbor. And I don't know where their fleet is. One, two. Just a bunch of land forces everywhere without any transports or naval units or anything. The Maritime Patrol aircraft have a range of 14. Let me count this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Yeah, so if I land in Palmyra, there's still going to be able to see my entire fleet here. I don't think they have a fleet nearby to speak of. That is threatening to me. I think I should just take both these islands, claim them, and maybe even sail past Pearl Harbor in Hawaii and start bombing the western seaboard. I don't know. I need to. I want this. Where, like, do they have a navy at all? Is my question. I'm sure they do. And if we could probably crush it. We can almost certainly crush it. All right, where are you? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We go 6 tiles to the east. There's a submarine here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep. So we could split up, take both these islands. I'm gonna guess that I don't have. Maybe before I do that, I should completely make sure that they have no random navies sitting out here. That's also possible. I'll keep the zeros on interception, of course. Just making sure the land is safe. I know taking these 2 islands are really not that big of a deal. But it would give me, like, a basing ground, so to speak. I can heal there. I deny them visibility. I get visibility of my own. I think I should have my main fleet down here. Maybe most of my carriers. Let's do this. I don't know. Either I'm being sucked into a ruse, or not a ruse, but they're just offering up these cities to be sitting defenseless, and they're trying to coax me into taking them so they can strike my navy, or the Americans really are as weak as I think they are. Because I did take out so many carriers, of course, and ships. I know I haven't completely wiped them out, but still. Alright. I'm going to do what I said. So this guy is going to come on over here. As for Midway, there's only one flak on Midway. They have a lot of GIs here. But my bombing raids could certainly... I just need more transports here, honestly. I would love to take Hawaii. I just need more transports. But I think securing these two islands will give me a forward base that I can fall back to if I need to heal. And maybe we can, like, start bombing Pearl Harbor. I think that's possible. Or Hilo. Yes, okay. So, can we get down here with this guy? Yeah, I think I'm going to send the most of my forces down here. Most of my carriers. All my carriers? My zeros can cover both fleets, so yeah, I'm just going to go ahead and have all my carriers come down here. Zeros will still do what zeros do best, intercept. You have 11 movement. I don't know what to do with these eyeballers. Well, we could do something. Come down here. Yeah. I don't know, just to do something. We could hit these artillery units. Make us feel better. Let's come back over here. Come back over here. Alright. So, plenty of destroyers, cruisers, couple battleships. Boom. This fleet... Yeah, I think that's enough to sit here. Now that I'm looking at it, I'm not too thrilled that they're divided. But I don't know. If they're sitting somewhere and they're going to be able to... Yeah, if they're sitting over here in the fog of war somewhere and they're going to strike out and attack my navy, well played, because I've looked far and wide for you for several turns and I cannot find you. So, the die is cast. We've moved on these two islands. Hold on, one more time, I forget. You can get to... Yeah, here. Okay. Whatever. Die is cast. Skip your turn. All of y'all. Yes. You can heal in 3 turns. I still don't like the idea of sending you here with 1 Marine protecting you. So I'm not going to send you in the city to heal a little faster, is what I'm saying. Okay. Right. Yeah, these workers, we're just going to have them congregate over here. Good, good. Making railroads everywhere. Help our production along. Yeah, let's work that mine there, please. And there's one more mine we can get up here. Okay, got another tank. We need more tanks, of course, in our offensive war against China and Burma. These guys are so random. Yeah, could you imagine if the Chinese were controlled by humans? This, my adversaries have been giving me... they've been like... I don't know what the word I'm looking for is, but they've been reminding me that this war would be a lot harder had China been controlled by humans. And I have to agree. The Chinese AI have made a number of blunders. This destroyer... That's right, he's protecting... mainland of Japan, so I don't want to send you off somewhere. We have an artist. We got a great artist born last turn. Ooh, forgot to mention it. So that sets us up actually for another golden age. Alright, got a paratrooper. So let me think for a moment. I might start a golden age later on. Destroyer. Yeah. Where are these submarines, these blasted submarines. I don't know where they are. This other destroyer. Boom, 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 boom. I think we still need another fishing boat here and here. Yeah, we need 3 more. That one submarine that came and wrecked all that havoc. That's right. Kawasaki. We're spreading our corporation here. We're trying to spread our corporation everywhere. So let's come over here with this transport. Who do we want to pick up onto this transport? I want to say like another worker. Well, I don't know. I think I'm going to send the artillery, actually, because we do need desperately more artillery in Burma. So I'll go ahead and pick up that artillery. More infantry is also helpful, so you're going on your way. This transport. I think I was sending this transport back to mainland Japan to pick up like a marine or something to send against the Pacific Force. Maybe even take Hawaii. You have amphibious. I do have a paratrooper here. I think my most urgent front really is Burma at the moment, securing this oil. And I see continuous streams of Indian infantry streaming in every turn, despite them going through their independence event right now. I think it only lasts 10 turns is what I heard. So what I'm saying is I think I'm going to go ahead and bring over this paratrooper to Burma. Paradrop, or airlift you here. Alright. Okay, well I'll send my cavalry over here. Puts them within hitting range of Kengtung next turn. Which I desperately need to make sure this city follows next turn. It's almost certain going to, with all the reinforcements showing up. Boom. This is like our lone submarine we have left. I would actually like to maybe send you over to keep an eye on Midway until I take Midway. So we'll send you on down here. They do have 2 maritime patrol aircraft here. Keep you here. Yeah. All right. This cruiser is the sole survivor of our Indonesian fleet. I think I'm just going to kind of pull you back. I think I should keep this cruiser kind of like around mainland Japan until I'm able to train more of a navy, and then we can reintroduce ourselves into the Indonesian theater. But in the meantime, yeah, I'll just have you come here. You can heal. Oh, I have this bomber I didn't use. I didn't have one bomber hit Kunming. Funny. I'm gonna bomb defenses here. Garrison here. I will be... I'll keep this garrison here. Yeah, I have so many people just sitting around. I need to send this transport over here to mainland Japan. Damn. I shouldn't have sent you into the city. I should have sent you right here. Yeah. All these workers are basically busy making this railroad, and I still see so many... Do I... Yeah, okay. I don't... Let me load up this... No, I'm not sending a worker. I am not sending a worker. I'm gonna send. Do I have another artillery? I don't. This guy has combat 4 with amphibious. I'm gonna go ahead and load up this guy. I don't know how I missed that. Yes, please. And my perpetual fear of submarines. I'm gonna go send you to Okinawa. All right, this big boy battleship is cruising its way over here. I think I should end your turn here. Yeah, so I'll do that. 5 more movement. I don't want to end you in open water without air support or without any other support. So skip your turn here. Thank God. Drill? Does drill leave to the movement promotion? I need to check on that. What? Does the +1 movement for naval unit promotion, does that not exist in this? Am I not seeing it? In this? No, it's navigation. Requires flanking. It's available to go back. Flanking, where are we? Requires nothing. It's available to naval units, including the transport, but it's not available to the transport. What is going on? So I can't give you the +1 movement, unfortunately, which is like the only thing I would want to assign to a transport. So I guess I'll just give you combat medic. I'll give you medic. Yeah. Anyways, we got one more transport here. Thank goodness, because we need every transport we can get. I just realized if I could get a couple of... I need 2 more workers here, I think, if I can manage that. So let me have you come on down here to Osaka. Good. Get this fishing boat fished. Another marine here. Good, yes, trying to promote production here. Getting a factory, we got the levee built. We're at the happiness cap, so I think I want to... almost at the happiness cap. I'll tear up a farm here in a second. I think replace it with a workshop or something. Probably a workshop, yeah. Not a cottage. I do... Yeah, I do want to get railroads here to facilitate movement. So let's do that here. Yeah, railroads everywhere. Helps logistics so much. Don't want to send you here, because then these infantry can take them out and send you here. Yep, there we go. Okay, no oil for another turn. And after that, we're going to get it for 1 turn. So, I think I should put a mine on this. It's at the cottage. I have an aircraft factory here? I don't. I think aircraft carrier, or aircraft plant here, aircraft plant here would work perfectly. Because when we get oil, we need to start training zeros like nobody's business. Yeah, build wealth. Actually, this city probably should just put them on culture. Okay. Golden Age. I think we should go ahead and start that Golden Age because what are we waiting for? 4,500 for sloped armor. Yeah, not worth it. I think I'd rather have the Golden Age. Or do we wait for our Golden Age until we have a secure source of oil? which is also not the worst idea. Because then I can be putting all those hammers into oil units, right? So I think maybe that's a mistake, but maybe I'll be waiting, putting off that golden age. So we lost our oil, so we're not going to be able to train this transport. Oh, we need to train 2 corporations. Okay. Train artillery here. I think obvious. Now let's finish this marine here. This battleship. West Point. At least we're getting closer to finishing West Point, right? 3 more turns. Artillery, yeah. And, artillery. Alright. Yep, you guessed it. Well, I'd do garrison here. Alright. This transport's got to wait, unfortunately. I'm training so many artilleries because we don't have air support, so I need to rely on artillery units to deal collateral damage. Shanghai, you have to put off your 0 for another turn. Training garrison here. I think that's all my oil units. And now let me go ahead and find 2 cities I can make those corporate executives in. Hopefully faster than 3 turns. 2 turns? Yeah, let me train you here. So that's Mitsubishi. And you know what? Yeah, let me train Kawasaki. Alright. Oops. So I like the idea of having a lot of gold in reserve. I'll save my gold reserve until we're in a golden age, and then I'll fire my research back up to 90%. I'm still keeping my espionage at 10% to take advantage of at least this police state bonus for espionage. It looks like, I'm pretty sure by 100% cost, that means me and the allies are basically even in our espionage spending into each other, so that's good. I mean, at least we're keeping parity. City visibility, yeah. We're looking at 70 to 80,000 for a lot of these British cities, at least. So we're gonna need 60,000 more espionage points. So that, I mean, that's like a pipe dream almost. Unless we were to just dump espionage, commerce and espionage, which even still, that would take a long time. And I don't want to turn off research, so I'll keep it at 10%. Anything else? I'm excited to take this city this turn. Some key points from this turn before I click end turn. I was happy we inflicted a lot of casualties on the Chinese and British here. We took out that one strong American unit here. We sunk a random British cruiser here. That was nice. We took the American islands of Palmyra and Johnston Island, positioning ourselves like a dagger into Pearl Harbor's back, or stomach, I guess. What else happened? We are exposed on the New Guinea front, unfortunately, but we'll be back. We'll be back. We're trying to make a move against the Americans at the moment, though, while they are weak. We're trying to kick them while they're down. We lost oil again, unfortunately. Yeah, this city will fall almost certainly next turn. That's okay, because I think the tank maybe can go cause some damage. Yeah, I'll just do them off. All right. Yeah, so Kunming falling was like the big news story of this turn. Look at all this culture that used to be, all these tiles that used to be in Chinese culture control. Boom, gone, eviscerated. So all these units are stuck behind lines, and they're gonna have to pull out of here, or we're gonna start hitting them with our bombers. And this city is almost certainly gonna fall next turn. I don't know what could possibly stop me. We have all these flaks that are gonna protect us against planes, and I guess they could bomb here, which I don't like, actually. Oh, we have a few fighters. We got a 0 also. Okay. Yeah. I think we are definitely overwhelming the British. Dealing a lot of casualties, and we're going to be able to push into here. Take out these 2 cities in short order. I wonder if I need to take out this city of Akiab to secure cultural control over this oil. I feel like I might, which is unfortunate, because I don't want to have to hold on to these coastal cities, because the British Navy is scary, but I don't know. We're doing what we can. Yeah. Pushing hard, pushing hard. So, alright, thank you guys for watching. I don't think I've forgotten anything. We got our airdrop in. Yeah, thank you guys for watching. Early September of 1942. I'm always open for solicited advice, because I'm asking you guys for advice, so feel free to drop any comments about what you think I should be doing, what mistakes you cringed at seeing me make. I'm open to hearing how I made mistakes as well. I have made a few. I already admit it. Okay, thank you guys for watching again, and stay tuned for more. Take care.